to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. It's the UCF Knights and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Chanticleers head coach pregame. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCF's offense who will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, past the 30, the 20. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Knights! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Consider the tone of this football game set. One play, one run, all the way to the house. Palmer, you couldn't draw up a better start.
That is a dream start, David. And this offense takes so much pride in being physical. And on the very first play of the game, they blow the defense off the ball, and he takes it all the way to the crib.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Chanticleers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Chanticleers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for space, it's Butler. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. This is a designed run. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Knights have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Butler. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Butler. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the run, now to throw. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Offense getting set for 1st down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. There's a little room there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and runs it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Fires to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's Butler. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Goes high to pull it in.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Butler. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Could be an alley. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Coastal Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Butler. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Knights will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Gets away from him. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Makes the grab in their space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Bringing it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 6 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Houston coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game on the surf turf. We have a front row seat for 2 dazzling quarterbacks here today. Both have shown the ability to throw it, but also tuck it and run. 2 dual threat QBs who have a real future at the next level. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, UCF! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He rifles one deep down the middle. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Butler. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires quickly. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. There's a crease. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This time it's complete. Touchdown, Knights! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Running inside, it's Edwards. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his feet. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a move to get room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Chanticleers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal! His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. There's some room there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you gotta protect. You gotta sell that run. And if the quarterback's gonna do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, he's got some space. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
Man, what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. A first down run in the red zone. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Chanticleer. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Knights want to move quickly. They'll try to get it through the air, extending the play. He's out past it. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Makes the catch and he's free. Into the house. Touchdown, Coastal. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this.
He'll take a shot. Makes a deep grab. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the Possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season.
The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been